Today we take a look at the VSharp A4 from Warthog Sharpeners, a precision tool for those who demand razor sharp results in the field or at home. Let's take a look. Okay, taking a look at the packaging, we've got the front here, voted world's best knife sharpener. That's a bold claim. Then we've got a couple of use cases here, 4 quick adjustable angles. Here we've got the 15, 20, 25 and 30 degree angles for those edges. And then just a couple of uses, Warthog story and what's the Warthog difference. And then also this is a South African product, so support local. And Warthog South Africa, where it's made and where you can find them. Let's open it up and see what comes in the box. This looks like just a normal flip tab. Just plain box material packaging. Looks like we've got some reading material in here. Let's put that aside for now. Okay, Warthog Sharpeners, ideal for use, chefs, fishermen and hunters. Look at all the different colors that you get it in. I chose it in the gunmetal grey. User guide and instructions. Let's have a look. Comes with some warnings, sharpening instructions, step 1. Then we've got the blade guide. Blade guide is also adjustable. We'll have a look at that soon. Step 2, final and touch-up sharpening and sharpness test. This test on your knife thumb, nail or any other nail is quite a popular test. Okay, and then we've got the different replacement hones, diamond replacement hones. We've got extra coarse 270 grit, coarse 325 grit, medium 600 grit, fine 1000 grit, and naturally the ceramic hones. And then also, if you are accustomed to knife sharpening, you know you can also strop your knives on a leather strop to get that final edge on your knives. I believe this kit comes with the coarse 325 grit hone. Okay, let's go through this further. Step 4, steeling the blade for razor's edge. Then we've got the adjustments that shows how to adjust the hones for the different degrees of angle. We've got the degrees and what they are used for. And on this side we've got the grit sizes and the blade guide adjustment, and then some warranty details and care for your diamond hones. Alright, and at the back we've got what's the Warthog difference. Here it just shows very close-ups of how the Warthog hones manipulates your blade's edge compared to handheld sharpeners, electric sharpeners and rod sharpeners. We've got like the VSharp A4 Unit on a nice wooden stand and some different other versions. And once again, Warthog made in South Africa, support local. Let's have a look at what's inside the box and the actual unit. Here we've got VSharp sharpening system. See, it's got a holding tab on the left hand side here. Well, could be left or right hand side. I guess it's ambidextrous, which would be fantastic for me as I'm left-handed and I would be pulling my knives through with my left hand and holding it tight with my right hand. Okay. Very sturdy build material. Looks like cast iron and then some aluminum other pieces where we've got our hones attached to, and we've got a rubber foot, removable rubber foot. We need to clean out something there. Just pop that back on, and then if we have a look at removing the hones, I'm just going to pull this one back a bit, and it looks like the hones just clip out like that, and then we can adjust them there at the bottom for the different degrees that we want to set it at. While I've got the hone out here, let's quickly have a little close-up of the hone itself. So we've got some markings here for the bottom and the top, and then V-sharp, and on this end we've got the 325 grit coarse hone, And on this side, we've got the steel side for steeling your blades and giving it that extra sharp edge. Let's quickly install this back into its place. Just going to pull this one back, put it at 25 there at the bottom, and then simply rest it there, and then we'll clip it back. Look at that, I've installed it incorrectly, so please pay attention to not install it incorrectly. You're going to flip it around. So we have the actual 325 grit. Pop that back in. And there we go. That is the system. Gonna put a knife through this quickly and see how it performs. I'm gonna test it on this trusty gift Browning flip blade that I've received as a gift. One thing we didn't look at was the blade guide. So the blade guide you loosen there and you can move it forwards or backwards, and that just helps to keep your blade, depending if you've got a thicker blade, thinner blade, to make sure that your blade goes straight down where it's necessary to make contact with the hones. So I'm going to set it at maximum there, so we've got a 90-degree angle from there to there. And I'm just going to tighten that. I'm going to hold it by the earpiece and take a couple of strokes downwards. What's nice and easy about this knife is these flip nubbins that makes contact straight to the blade guide, and then I just pull down and backwards slowly. And I think it's imperative to keep the same speed and pressure on the knife blades for consistency. So, quick and simple test to see if your knife has grabbed an edge. As I'm pointing my nail downwards, it has to have an edge to grip into the nail. If it didn't have an edge, it would just simply slide off. Yeah, we've got an edge all the way to the tip of the knife blade, all the way to the back. This thumb is not holding the blade at all. It's just to keep the knife steady so it doesn't fall out of my hand. I believe this is not a gimmick sharpener. This construction feels solid from the stainless steel rods to the weighted base. Compared to your average pull-through sharpener, this thing is in a class of its own. Feels very, very strong and sturdy. Moving parts, moves freely and very easily. Don't see any difficulty and problems with this. I'll be using this mainly for my hunting knives like the Gerber fixed blade and the Leatherman Rebar that you guys have seen, and flippers like this Browning. Expect a follow-up video where I'll test it in real world and field prep. As mentioned before, the A4 model comes with adjustable angle settings for the 15, 20, 25 and 30 degrees, giving you total control over your edge geometry. I'd like to see if I can give you guys a little bit of a closer view. This Warthog Sharpener, these badges are obscuring the view of the actual angle. So we've got the 30, 25, 20, and I think 15 is there at the back behind there. Maybe from this side you can see a little bit better the 20, but we still can't see the 15 degrees, unfortunately. I just want to take one of these hones out again. You can have a look at them. These diamond rods are replaceable and you can swap them out with the different grits depending on your needs. I'm going to set these ones up for, I would like a 25-degree angle as it comes standard. Just make sure I've got it installed there, 25. See, it's better to push it that way, then I can see where the 25 is. Holding it like this, you've got no idea where the 25 is. So that's just something. It's a little bit of a nuisance. Put it on 25, make sure it's the right way around with the 325 grit on the inside and click it back into place. There we have it, folks. If you've used the VSharp A4 or another Warthog model, please let me know your thoughts below, like and subscribe, and consider supporting the channel on Patreon at Ballistics John. Thanks for watching.